Hello, avid readers and knowledge seekers. Welcome to Book Nook, your ultimate destination for insightful book reviews and summaries. Here at Book Nook, we strive to provide comprehensive reviews and detailed summaries of a wide array of books spanning numerous genres. Whether you're a fan of biographies, thrillers, or academic texts, we've got you covered. Today, we dive into a captivating piece titled Pakistan, Beyond the Crisis State. Stay tuned. Before we delve into the book, let's get acquainted with the author. A distinguished scholar and renowned political analyst, the author has a wealth of experience, with a focus on the intricacies of Pakistan's socio-political landscape. Their previous works have been lauded for their insightful and in-depth exploration of complex issues. This unique background and understanding of the region make them an authoritative voice, well-placed to pen this book. Now that we know the author, let's explore what the book has to offer. The book is divided into several insightful chapters, each offering a unique perspective on Pakistan's current state. Diving into the first chapter, it sets the stage with a riveting historical overview of Pakistan. The author brilliantly weaves in the complexities of Pakistan's birth, the partition from India, and the aftermath. The backdrop of this tumultuous history serves as a foundation for the author's exploration of the country's current challenges. Moving to the second chapter, the focus shifts to the political landscape. Here, the author delves into the dynamics of Pakistan's political institutions, their evolution, and their influence on the country's trajectory. Unpacking the interplay between democracy and military rule, the author points to the cyclical patterns of governance that have shaped Pakistan's political identity. The third chapter brings us to the economic dimension. This section offers an in-depth analysis of Pakistan's economy, highlighting the structural issues that have hindered its growth. The author sheds light on economic disparities, the role of international aid, and the impact of corruption. The chapter ends with a thought-provoking discussion on potential economic reforms. In the fourth chapter, we delve into the societal fabric of Pakistan. The author explores the diverse ethnic, linguistic, and religious communities that make up Pakistan's population. The chapter examines how these societal divisions have been both a source of cultural richness and a challenge for national unity. The fifth chapter turns our attention to Pakistan's foreign relations. It provides an astute analysis of Pakistan's complex relationships with neighboring countries and the West. The author examines how these relationships have shaped Pakistan's foreign policy and influenced its domestic politics. The sixth chapter looks at the role of religion in Pakistan. It discusses the intricate interplay between Islam and politics and how this dynamic has influenced the country's social and political landscape. That's a lot to think about, but there's more to come. As we continue our journey through the book, the author presents more compelling arguments. Picking up from where we left off, we delve into the next chapters where the author takes us deeper into the socio-political landscape of Pakistan. The author draws on extensive research and personal experiences to shed light on the various factors that contribute to the current state of the country. In these chapters, the author emphasizes the importance of understanding Pakistan's historical context. He delves into the impact of colonial rule on the country's political structure and how it has shaped the nation's identity. He argues that the lingering effects of colonial rule, coupled with the constant struggle for power among different factions, have resulted in a state of perpetual crisis. Further on, the author highlights the role of religion in shaping the country's politics. He provides an insightful analysis of how religious ideologies have been manipulated for political gains, leading to a rise in extremism. This, he suggests, has widened the societal divide and has further complicated the country's political dynamics. Next, the author explores the economic challenges that Pakistan faces. He presents a comprehensive picture of the economic landscape, discussing the role of agriculture, industry, and services sector in the country's economy. He critically examines the economic policies adopted over the years and their impact on the country's economic stability and growth. In the subsequent chapters, the author turns his attention towards the country's foreign relations. He explores Pakistan's complex relationships with its neighbors and the international community at large. He discusses how these foreign relations, shaped by geopolitical realities and strategic considerations, have influenced the country's domestic politics and its development trajectory. At this point in the book, the author also begins to offer some potential solutions to the issues he has highlighted, suggesting reforms in political structures, economic policies, and societal norms. He advocates for a more inclusive and participatory political system, sustainable economic policies, and a tolerant society that respects diversity. These chapters certainly provide food for thought, don't they? But we're not done yet. In the concluding chapters of the book, the author presents some thought-provoking insights. As we delve deeper into the final sections of Pakistan Beyond the Crisis State, we find the author's perspective shifting towards a more solution-oriented approach. She meticulously unravels the complexities of Pakistan's socio-political fabric and offers a roadmap for the country's journey towards stability and development. One of the most striking aspects of these concluding chapters is the author's emphasis on the power of democracy. She argues that true democracy, beyond just the facade of elections, is pivotal for Pakistan's progress. The author points out the need for reforms that empower local governments and encourage public participation in governance. In the subsequent chapters, the author sheds light on the role of the military in Pakistan's political landscape. She articulates how the military's pervasive influence has often stymied democratic processes. The author advocates for a recalibration of civil-military relations, where the military is a partner in progress but not a decision-maker in governance. The author also explores the potential of Pakistan's youth as a transformative force. She emphasizes the importance of investing in education and job creation for the youth, to harness their potential and prevent their disillusionment. In the penultimate chapter, the author discusses the importance of regional cooperation for Pakistan's economic prosperity. She underscores the need for Pakistan to build strong diplomatic ties with its neighbors and to foster regional trade and connectivity. Finally, the author concludes the book with a call to action. She asserts that the future of Pakistan hinges on the collective will and efforts of its people. The author urges the citizens of Pakistan to take ownership of their country's destiny and to strive for a democratic, prosperous, and inclusive Pakistan. Now that we've covered the entire book, let's summarize the key points. This book is a treasure trove of insights about Pakistan's current state and possible future. Diving into the heart of the matter, the author presents an in-depth analysis of Pakistan's present condition. She goes beyond the surface, exploring the socio-economic challenges, political instability, and security issues that the country grapples with. It's a raw, unfiltered look at the realities of a nation often misunderstood by the global community. One of the key points she emphasizes is the need for democratic stability. She argues that without a strong democratic foundation, it's challenging to tackle the myriad issues Pakistan faces. The author doesn't just present problems, she offers solutions too. The emphasis on education reform and economic diversification are testament to this. Another critical takeaway is the exploration of the country's complex relationship with extremism. The author sheds light on how certain elements within the state have used extremism as a tool for their objectives, leading to a vicious cycle of violence and instability. But the book isn't all about doom and gloom. The author also highlights the resilience of the Pakistani people. Despite the many challenges, she sees a nation brimming with potential. She talks about the vibrant civil society, the thriving arts scene, and the indomitable spirit of the people that continue to push the country forward. The author also stresses the importance of international cooperation. Global partnerships, she suggests, can play a pivotal role in helping Pakistan overcome its challenges and realize its true potential. The book ends on a hopeful note, urging readers to look beyond the crisis state and envision a brighter future for Pakistan. It's a call to action, a plea for understanding, and a roadmap to a better tomorrow. And that wraps up our journey through Pakistan, Beyond the Crisis State. We hope you found this summary enlightening. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into Pakistan Beyond the Crisis State, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video and spread the knowledge. There's a whole world of thought-provoking literature out there waiting to be discovered, and your friends and followers could be just one click away from their next great read. Remember, the more we share, the more we learn, and the more we learn, the more we grow. So why not contribute to that growth? Click that like button and let us know you appreciate the content. Better yet, subscribe to our channel and become a part of our Book Nook community. We've got a plethora of book summaries and reviews in the pipeline. Next up, we're delving into The Shadow War, another gripping exploration of geopolitics. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and don't forget to make Book Nook your go-to place for all things books. Goodbye and happy reading.